fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they want to.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 18 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, partner, we've watched as they reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give to Etienne running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Rachaad White. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. White's numbers from a week ago. 15 carries, 58 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
From the red zone now, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Taking it about the 16.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught by Evans.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Play fake. Mayfield. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Once again, it's White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Rachaad White. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Take it in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Evans. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Mayfield now from the 50. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score.
4 yards remain for second down. Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from the opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Throwing now, being chased out left. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. It's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Lawrence to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at REA. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete right side to Otten. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Evans. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They'll go up the middle with White. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running behind center with Vaughn. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Again, a run with Vaughn. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They go play action. Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otten, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the right side here with Fournette.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, here's Agnew. A good return there, 17 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Lawrence will throw.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Lawrence. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good.
And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run the draw play. This is White. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They run straight ahead here with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now Lawrence on first down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets... They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Agnew now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Dancing to his left. Down inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fournette running right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Patterson's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Mayfield. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's fielded at the 45. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He did not have a catch till that moment.
pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Toss left side for Etienne. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Jaguars have won the game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Jaguars, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not a ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go.